Did you manage to spot Easter eggs, references, mistakes, and even crossovers in B-Movie? No? Don't worry, because I'm going to show you some amazing things that I bet you didn't notice. Let's go! You're more than welcome to Cine Lovers, and B-Movie is just too good. It was produced by DreamWorks and premiered in 2007. Did you know this video is one of the only ones in the world showing the biggest hidden details, fun facts, and secrets of B-Movie? So go ahead and leave a like. This channel deserves it. Let me start with a scene that everyone probably noticed. Barry keeps interrupting the moon boy until the kid falls, and Barry ends up sitting on the moon as if nothing happened. That kind of gag is pretty common in some DreamWorks movies. Right at the beginning of the film, we see a movie poster titled The Killer Queen, a reference to the song Killer Queen by the band Queen. A bit later, when Barry is learning about the different jobs bees can do, he gets into a little car. If you look closely, there's a man behind him. But just a few seconds later, the man vanishes, and suddenly there's a woman behind him instead. Farther ahead, the guy who's dating Vanessa is in a room chatting with friends and says he listed his top 10 favorite movies on his resume, but Star Wars didn't make the cut.
Even my top 10 favorite movies.
What's your number one? Star Wars?
Nah, don't go for that.
A little later, the famous song Sugar Sugar plays. And here's a really cool detail. You know the show Riverdale? It's actually based on the Archie comics, which were created in the 1940s. In the 1960s, the comics got an animated series called The Archie Show. In that cartoon, there was a band called the Archies, made up of the same characters we know from Riverdale: Archie, Jughead Jones, Betty Cooper, Veronica, and Reggie. So what's their connection to the song Sugar Sugar? That song, which also plays in B-Movie, was originally made for the Archies cartoon and later featured in Riverdale too. Barry gets the idea to sue humans for the illegal use of bee honey, and he ends up becoming very famous. He's even invited to appear on the TV show Be Larry King, and there's a lot to say about that scene. Larry King was a real-life talk show host, and even Barry references him, but Be Larry King doesn't believe it.
You know they have a Larry King in the human world, too.
It's a common name.
No, I mean, he looks like you, and he has a show with suspenders and different colored dots behind him.
It's also cool to notice that he and the set look very similar to the real-life version. Still, in that interview, Barry talks about Christopher Columbus, Leonardo da Vinci, and Gandhi as if they had lived as bees.
Larry, bees have never been afraid to change the world. I mean, what about Bee Columbus? Bee Gandhi? But Jesus!
It's really fun to see all those references to real people, and there are even more that show up in the movie, which I'll talk about next. If you're enjoying the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss anything. When Barry is in court, there are a bunch of Easter eggs, references, and crossovers. The first one is this bear. Have you seen him before? If you've watched Over the Hedge, then yes! He's Vincent, the bear who tries to catch RJ no matter what. In the same courtroom scene, Ray Liotta appears. He was a real actor, best known for the film Goodfellas. Besides showing up in the courtroom, he also appears in a supermarket on a honey jar label. Also in the courtroom is Sting, from the band The Police. Since the bees wanted humans to return everything related to bees, even someone who just used a bee-themed name as a stage name got pulled into the lawsuit. Great reference! Still in court, Barry is outraged that bears appear on honey labels, and the farm owner says bears are adorable creatures. He even mentions Yogi Bear and Fozzie Bear from the Muppets.
Well, they're very lovable creatures. Yogi Bear, Fozzie Bear. Oh.
Here's one more courtroom moment, this time a reference to the book The Secret Life of Bees by author Sue Monk Kidd. Layton is seen holding and reading this book during the trial. It's also worth mentioning that all the celebrities who were honored with animated versions of themselves themselves in the movie, Larry King, Ray Liotta, and Sting actually voiced their own characters. Later in the film, Barry is eating at the table when Vanessa's boyfriend shows up and sits across from him. Barry seems to be eating cake crumbs, and there's a toy lemon next to him. Barry picks up a piece of cake, chews it. The camera cuts to the boyfriend, and when it comes back to Barry, the lemon is gone and the cake crumbs are in different spots. A continuity error that most people probably didn't notice. When Barry wins the case and orders all the honey in the world to be collected, guess who shows up holding a jar of honey? Winnie the Pooh! And right next to him is Piglet. What a crossover! I just didn't like that they shot him with a tranquilizer. At the end of the movie, when Vanessa and Barry are inside the out-of-control plane, there's a reference to actor John Travolta, who's best known for the movie Grease, an absolute classic. He actually has a private plane at home and pilots it himself, so Barry figures it can't be that hard to fly one.
I can't fly a plane.
Why not? Isn't John Travolta a pilot?
Yes.
How hard could it be?
Then Barry starts talking to the airport control tower, and the bees begin broadcasting Barry's TV report. If you look closely at the logo, it says BNN, a clear nod to CNN. While the report is airing, we see several bees listening in, and one of them is playing the classic computer game Solitaire, but the cards are shaped like honeycombs. And the movie ends with the song Here Comes the Sun, originally by the Beatles, but in the film it's performed by Sheryl Crow.
Here comes the sun. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun.
If you love learning about these hidden references and Easter eggs in movies, just click on these videos and start binge watching. Thanks so much for watching, and see you in the next video here on Cine Lovers.